What's up guys, Sosi here, Get Burned. Today I'm going to bring you guys another Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 video, and for all 5 of you that really wanted to see more Naruto content, I'm going to be talking more about it today. And I have not made a video in quite a bit of time on Naruto Storm 4, so a few pieces of news have come out since then. I'm going to be talking about all of them in a little bit of detail and just tell you guys what I basically feel about the game so far since all these things were announced. So the first big thing was the new Storm 4 trailer that was featuring mainly Obito's story, like, you know, him with Rin and Kakashi as they were kids, and then obviously what happens with him in the war. And, you know, personally, I think that this was a really awesome trailer, had really nice visuals, the cutscenes were really awesome. I'm really excited to play the game because, you know, always in the numbered Storm games like Storm 1, 2, 3, and 4, they always have really great cutscenes and visuals, so I can't wait to actually play this game through the story of the ending of Naruto because, man, Storm 3 kind of left off at a really bad place, and it also kind of changed the ending, just so that it wouldn't spoil the anime for people when it actually happened there, because it was really close to where it was happening in the anime, so they just didn't, you know, spoil that part. But yeah, I can't wait to actually play this game where it will come directly from where Storm 3 kind of left off, and, you know, actually tell the correct story, then do the flashback about Obito, all that stuff. So I can't wait to actually see that. And then the next thing was the perfect Susanoo Shisui and Itachi. A lot of people had some really differing opinions on this. Some people hated it, some people loved it. It's really fan service at this point for this. I mean, Kishimoto did make these, so it is kind of cool that they actually got the creator to make some new forms for Itachi and Shisui. But, you know, a lot of people don't like it because they feel like they should put things that were already in the anime and manga before things like this that are just, like, you know, kind of new and just like straight out of Kishimoto. But I don't know, I think it's kind of extra, and I think it's pretty cool. I mean, they are kind of just awakenings, or at least as far as I've seen, so it's not really that much of a big deal to me. The next thing was Naruto's new Ultimate Jutsu. There's not much to say about this one because it was only screenshots, but, you know, I really think that this Ultimate Jutsu is really awesome. A few people wondered if he was going to get a new Ultimate Jutsu for the game, and, you know, I guess that was kind of weird that they didn't show his off before they showed off Sasuke's new Ultimate Jutsu, as well as all of the new Ultimate Jutsus for the last Naruto, the last Sasuke, everybody, and he was kind of last, which was kind of weird. But I guess now the Ultimate is done and they actually gave us the pictures of his Ultimate, which, as I said before, looks amazing. And then the big thing about this that a lot of people are talking about is the DLC packs. So just like for Xenoverse, Naruto Storm 4 will have 3 DLC packs, and it will be in a season pass that will cost about, I think it's $25, just like Xenoverse's kind of way of doing things with its DLC. After this, I assume there's not going to be any more DLC, just like for Xenoverse, because a lot of people thought Xenoverse is going to continue on after its 3 DLC packs, but I don't think that that's going to be happening with Naruto either. I think that after 3 DLC packs, they're done. So these facts, I personally think that these are actually pretty chock full of content. Unlike in Xenoverse, we had, you know, some story with GT and all that stuff, and these story mode, let's be honest here, they were really short. They may have been somewhat alright, but they were really short, and they obviously left out Baby, which is something that still hurts me, but they kind of left out a lot of content, and there was just not a lot to play when you got the DLC pack. I spent about 20 minutes and I already beat the first, you know, scenario for the first Dragon Ball Xenoverse DLC pack, and for this, apparently they have 3-hour scenarios. Now, I don't know how much of this is going to be cutscenes and how much of this may be just like animated cutscenes, because, you know, like how in Revolution, they had like a certain Obito and Kushina cutscene, which, you know, was like, what, I think it was like 10 minutes or so. That was an entire like scenario there. I don't know if they're going to be doing something like that where they're going to have like a whole bunch of animated cutscene, or if it's going to be something like the creation of the Akatsuki thing that was in Storm Revolution, because if that's it, that would actually be really awesome. I personally actually enjoyed the creation of the Akatsuki, you know, side story that they put in Revolution, and I think that sort of thing for DLC could actually be really awesome. And obviously they're not going to be putting it in with the actual game. And keep in mind, when they said the story mode is 10 hours, the story mode for the game, when you get it, is 10 hours. It's 10 hours long, and then these 2 packs, the ones that here, the Scenario Pack 1 and 2, these 2 will add together and make the game in total 16 hours worth of story. So I think that that's really large, and I think that's really awesome that they're going to be adding DLC on finally to the Naruto games, just like how they did with the Dragon Ball Z games. So that, personally, I think is a pretty cool thing. We get some new costumes as well as some old costumes from the old games, hoping that, you know, Goku Naruto or Naruto Goku costume is in there from Storm 3, because that costume was really awesome and we never got a chance to get that in a future game, and I really want to see it again, and I'm hoping that is in the 10, you know, new costumes or old costumes from the older games. So that would be really awesome. Then we get some, you know, cards and all that stuff, some new matching voices, which I guess that's the announcing voice in the beginning of the game, you know, saying let the battle begin or something like that. But I really am not sure what these matching voices are. I would assume that that's what it is, but you know, I could be wrong. So tell me what you guys think about that in the comments. You guys think that that's what it is? But yes, and that's pretty much the same for both of the first DLC packs. But then the third DLC pack is mainly a playable character pack where there's 4 new playable characters. We have no idea who these people are. Some people are saying that it's going to be characters from the Boruto movie. Some people are saying, like, you know, the enemies of the Boruto movie or something like that, or other separate characters, maybe like Mitsuki or, you know, Shikidai, you know, other characters from the Boruto movie that are kind of somewhat important in it but don't get a spot in the game until the third DLC pack. Some people are assuming it's the Sound 4, which I'm hoping it's not because they're so irrelevant now and they're pretty much support characters at the current moment. So that would be just them using these same models that they have for the support characters for these characters in the game. I don't think that that would be a cool thing, and I don't think a lot of people even want them that much anymore. People did before, back in like the Storm 1 and 2 days, but now really people don't want the Sound 4 in the game. So hopefully that's not who the 4 playable characters are. Most likely isn't, but you know, I'm really waiting to see what these new playable characters are. We get 3 new combination ultimate jutsus, which means that we may have some really cool, you know, new things happening here. I don't know if it's going to be with only the existing characters or with only the characters with the new playable ones. So the new 4 playable characters will have 3 new combination ultimate jutsus with the characters that are already in the game or whatever like that. Because, you know, obviously if it was 3 people or 4 people in the new pack, obviously it's not going to have 3 different ultimate jutsus in that pack. That would be kind of weird. But yeah, so that would be pretty interesting to see. I'm really interested to see who these characters may be, but hopefully it is the Boruto movie characters, because I would like to play as Shikidai or, you know, any of the other children, the new children. So tell me what you guys think about that in the comments down below. What 4 playable characters would you like to see in Naruto Storm 4's DLC? And then obviously there's, as I said before, the new matching voices, costumes, previous Storm games, all that other stuff. So that's pretty much all of the real news that we've gotten for the game since my last video on it. Just wanted to talk about all this in basic general stuff, just talk about it with you guys, and I wanted to ask you guys what you guys think about Naruto Storm 4 at the current moment. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Also, there's one more thing, the permanent destruction. Didn't really know if I wanted to touch on this, but I guess I'll do it anyway. Permanent destruction of the stages will actually be something that's in Storm 4, and that is something that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not something that's incredibly major in my personal opinion, because, you know, it is just small minor damage to the field and all that stuff. You know, on the ground there will be a burn mark if, you know, you use a fireball jutsu and it stays there. There'll be like a little burn mark on the ground, and you know, that's really awesome. It's really cool. A lot of people don't really care because they wanted to see more, you know, improvements with the graphics themselves. But personally, I think that the graphics are fine. They added some cool particle effects and all that stuff. So can't wait to see the game in full action. I mean, most of the, you know, graphics that we've seen so far, or at least most of them, besides the trailer, have all been, you know, captured on a live stream, camera footage. You know, we've really not gotten some direct feed footage besides the trailers, which don't even show, most of the time, they don't even show real gameplay. The last real gameplay that we got, I guess, was, you could say, back when we were at those cons and they were, you know, capturing footage there. But even then, the footage was kind of wonky. But, like, I guess you could say that the direct footage from the Hashirama and Madara boss fight back when Storm 4 was, you know, first announced, I guess you could say that was the direct feed footage that was really cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I personally think Storm 4 looks fine. I think it looks really nice, and I think that it looks fine for the last Storm game. But tell me what you guys think about it in the comments down below. I'd really like to see what you guys think about Storm 4 in general. Since all this new news has come out, what do you guys think of the DLC? Are you guys feeling like it's going to be a ripoff? I mean, personally, for me, it's $25. It's not that much. I mean, even though, you know, people have different gauges of money, you know, this is a lot, this is a lot, this is a lot, comparing to games that are like, you know, asking you to pay like $50, almost the exact same price as the original game, like Call of Duty or something like that, I think that this is fine. I don't think this is a problem if you're making someone or having someone pay $25 for this new pack. I mean, it's not like this is extremely needed, unless like one of the 4 playable characters is extremely OP or something. I don't think that this is going to be like extremely needed. It's like extra content if you want it. So That's what I think, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I will see you guys later. I've rambled on enough about Storm 4. If you guys want more Storm 4 content, be sure to leave a like as well as to subscribe, and tell me what you guys thought about the Storm 4 trailer, the Storm 4 screenshots of and Shisui and Itachi, all that stuff, and the DLC packs, and I will see you guys later, as I said before. See you guys later, have a great day, and peace out.